This is a VR to Malkuth74, and it's taken me a very long time to do this video, so I apologize. And it is his video on your thoughts on Divinity. I'm a little different than most people who have done this video, at least, if not most pagans. I don't believe that all gods are one god. I'm what you call a hard polytheist. I believe that all gods are themselves. They're individual beings with separate identities and histories and personalities and etc. So yeah, I do not. I do believe that everything is connected. I do believe that everything in the universe is connected to each other, and that, butterfly effect. If a butterfly flaps its wings in New York, a tidal wave is going to hit somewhere else. And I base that belief on quantum physics. I don't know how many of you know the old Moby song, "We Are All Made of Stars." Well, that comes from an actual concept that everything in the universe, all matter, is made up essentially of stardust because it was created when a star exploded, basically. So I think that we're all made of the same things, no matter if it's a person or an animal or a plant or a rock. And I think that that's all connected and interwoven. But I don't think that everything is one. And yeah, I'm a hard polytheist. I believe in all gods, essentially. All gods and goddesses and deities. I just don't worship them all. I believe in the Christian God. I believe that He, capital G God, exists. But I do not have a covenant of worship with Him. I wasn't born into a Christian family, and I've been to Christian churches, but I've never, committed myself, I guess you could say, or dedicated myself to the Christian God. But I believe that He exists, and I also believe that in the Bible, He all but says that He's not the only one. What's the exact line? Oh, kill me if I get it wrong. "Thou shalt hold no other gods before me," kind of directly implies that there were other gods that could be held before Him, doesn't it? So, it's kind of hard for me to explain, because I think that deities are essentially a separate species, if that makes any sense. A species that's incomprehensible fully to humans. And that's where they get their powers. Makes them sound like superheroes. I don't want to say powers. Abilities? Maybe. So yeah, I think that they're just sort of a different species than we are, sort of on a higher level of evolution, maybe. But I believe that they are bound by universal laws and truths. Because if they were, I don't think that they're all omnipotent, they're all omniscient, and all, etc. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. That would kind of contradict a lot of things. I think that they are bound by certain universal laws. And I think they're also limited by each other in some aspects. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I'm trying. Okay. Like I said, I do believe in the Christian God. I'm still fuzzy about if I really believe in Satan, because Satan as a concept isn't what we think of, what most people think of when they think of Satan as this demonic being who is a king in hell and tries to trick humans into doing bad things to win this battle of good and evil against God isn't really in the Bible, so to speak. The translations are all weird. Like, my stepdad tried to explain this to me one time, but he said that the translations were weird. Like, the name Lucifer was added way later, and it was sort of a mistranslation of a name of a king that was Star of the Dawn or something like that. Anyways, so I'm not really sure. And I kind of have always felt that was weird. Like, how can you call Christians monotheistic when essentially they have two deities in their religion? Anyways, that's a bit of a tangent. But yeah, I do believe that all gods exist. I believe that the gods that I worship and work with exist, and I believe that the gods that other people work with and worship exist, and that they don't contradict each other, that the existence of one doesn't rule out the existence of the other, and that they're different individual beings. Because really, that's just always what's felt true to me, that they were these different individual beings, and that they have their own identities, so to speak. And I think that when you feel called to a particular god or goddess, that you can choose to work with that one, but that doesn't mean that the others don't exist anymore. I never understood how that worked. So yeah, I think different deities... Wait, no, that's not what I mean. I think that the divine is a bigger concept than just deities, just gods and goddesses. I think that the divine is more all-encompassing, and is more like we are all made of stars, and even deities are bound by universal laws, and that the divine is an essence of everything, including deities and humans and planets and everything on those planets. But that it's not necessarily a sentient, aware being. Does that make sense? Probably not. Probably not. So yeah, that's my thoughts on divinity and deities. And if something didn't make sense, feel free to ask me questions in the comments. Message me, and I will try to make it more clear. But that's all. Bye.